Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So, between episodes I've done quite a lot of the tourism missions to ferry a few of tourists each time to suborbital flight. And I did the orbit and recovery mission since we already did the polar orbit for the ScanSat mission, and I've picked up the moon flyby mission, and also the low resolution ScanSat survey of the moon. And yeah, I also picked up the unpaid research program strategy, since we're pretty up there with our reputation, so I wanted to change at least some of that into science. Okay, so to get to the moon, I've built a ship, a rocket, and I think it should be able to take us to the moon. Yes, it got 3 stages. The first stage is just the boosters. The second one is the swivel engine with a 800 fuel tank, and the third stage that's supposed to get us into polar orbits of the moon. It's with the Terrier engine and some Oscar B fuel tanks, but I've scaled those up a bit, so they weren't really. They would be really small like this. So could probably just put a 400 fuel tank probably. Well, let's do this. I think this one gives a little bit more delta V, probably because it's lighter. Okay, so oh yeah, the staging is incorrect. Okay, so yeah, this should probably take us to the moon. I probably wouldn't need the stability enhancer, but for some reason every rocket I put out on the launch pad, it just bounces the first time it loads, I guess. So usually it will just deviate our heading a bit, or sometimes even I got a 20 degrees difference. So let's go. Our wings are trying their best to pitch upwards for now. Once we ditch the boosters, we should be fine. think we can go to Procreate here. Once our apoapsis gets to around 80 kilometers, I'll just kill the engine. So oh, it's even better since we can just ditch on that stage. I should probably have put some parachutes on those pieces so I could recover them later, but yeah, those boosters are destroyed. Okay. Once we are near the apoapsis, I'll just can probably time warp here. I'm not going to do any science either of those two, because they just extend far from the ship, so it's easier to get weird stuff to happen with those experiments. I'll just circularize here, and after we circularize our orbit, I'll plan a few maneuvers, so it'll be a bit easier to get into. I don't want to time warp here, since I might overburn this. We'll probably have oh, I can ditch the fairing here, so we have a little bit better thrust to weight ratio. Once our periapsis is around 80 kilometers, we should be fine. Okay. Now where is so here's the moon, so let's set it as target. So let's add maneuver here. Also, I've installed the precise node mod, so it's a little bit easier for me to plan those maneuvers here. Okay, that's too much. Oh, this would put us into pretty much a polar orbit from the get-go. But maybe we shouldn't. Let's just get into an orbit around the moon, and I'll just okay, so we can go into smart ASS here and just go for the node, and our burn will be around 37 seconds. So when it's around oh, need to warp to next maneuver. Yeah, it will stop us each time we pass under a biome, so okay. Once we're around 18 seconds from the node, I'll just start burning. Okay, so yeah, I mistimed that burn, but I'll just make a burn somewhere here. Okay, so Okay, so let's just stay somewhere, let's see, a bit higher here. Yeah, so this is pretty much a polar orbit, polar, not orbit, but okay. So now we can warp to next maneuver. And just put ourselves on the node here. It's a really small burn, it's only 14 meters per second, so okay. I don't want to do any experiments here, since I'm not sure if it will hurt us or not. Let's change view here. And let's burn. Yeah. So let's call it good, and let's add another maneuver here. And I want to burn retrograde. Yeah, around 20,000 meters should be fine here. So yeah, it will be a little bit okay, we can put this somewhere here, and can warp to our next maneuver. Oh, maybe I can do the temperature scan, since oh yeah, it chose the wrong fortunately it didn't hurt us, but yeah, let's warp to next maneuver. So we're almost there. So one of the contracts, it was to send an experiment. Yeah, I need to extend this antenna. Send an experiment to Kerbal, so I'll use the probe stack thermometer since yeah, it transmits for 100. Oh, low in space, okay. So let's put ourselves on the maneuver node and warp to next maneuver. Okay, we can pretty much, since we're probably low in space now, we can do this again. And the contract should be... oh. Not sure why it didn't count it as a probe. Okay, so once we're 5 seconds from the node, we'll just burn and we can delete this maneuver. And somewhere around here need to turn normal and let's just fix our inclination by a little bit. It doesn't need to be a perfect orbit, but let's make it 90 degrees. Okay, so that's it. We've got a lot of delta V left. I could probably get this back to the surface of Kerbal, but yeah. So I guess this will be all for this episode, and yeah, let's start the scan here. Yeah, this is all in this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. See you.